Hello there, Cancer. This is your tarot reading, monthly tarot reading for February 2021. This is an intuitive reading, and the deck I use is the Spirit Science Patch Tarot deck. It focuses on spiritual and personal development mostly. I'm going to lay down 4 cards, one for each week of the month of February, and then I'll lay down 3 cards underneath, one for the beginning, one for the middle, and one for the end energies of each week. And then we will finish the reading and top it off with an oracle card. So let's go ahead and get started. Universe, what does Cancer need to know this month? What does Cancer need to know? There we go. First week, we have the Ace of Cups, Compassion. Week 2, we have the Devil, Desire. Week 3, we have the Moon, Introspection. Not like a Cancer. And the last week, it was the Six of Swords, Ascension. So whatever you're working on, you're definitely rising above it by the end of the month. Okay. So for the Ace of Cups, we have the Light, Reveal. The Prince of Discs, Pragmatic. And the Ace of Wands, Inspiration. For week 2 with the Devil, we have the Six of Wands, Victory. The Eight of Cups, Renunciation. And the Five of Cups, Loss. Okay. For the third week with the Moon, we have Two of Discs, Change. The Five of Swords, Conflict. And the Five of Discs, Worry. And at the end of the month, the Six of Swords, Ascension, we have the Queen of Discs, Supportive. The Princess of Discs, Transmutes. And the King of Cups, Responsive. Okay. Alright. The third week of February, I'm going to focus on this third week first. Okay? Because this is the worry week for you. This is a lot of inner work, inner and outer relationship work. This is overcoming emotional roadblocks within ourselves and how it reflects in our external environment. Okay, so we'll get to that. So for the first week here, we have the Princess of Cups, or the Ace of Cups, Compassion. Ace of Cups? Yeah. Ace of Cups, Compassion here. And this is love for yourself and love for those around you. Cancer, what is going on? Anyway. So for the beginning of the week, it is reveal. Okay, so you're going to get a lot of information here that's going to let you know that you got everything that you need to build. Okay, by the middle of the week, you're like, oh yeah, well, I could totally take this and do this, and you know, you're going to be constructing in your head what you're wanting to achieve with this new information, this new beginning energy for you, and it's going to create a lot of inspiration. So for this first week here, you're going to be pretty happy-go-lucky and focusing on the future aspect of what you're going to be doing, okay? And what you would like to achieve. By the second week here, the overall energy is the Devil, and this is dealing with the matrix, dealing with the 3D reality, dealing with work, dealing with contracts. I don't know if you're in sales, but it has a lot to do with sales. So the beginning of the week, you're like victory in this situation, and this could be a lot with your finances. Now, if you find money manipulative or tricky, or you like to use it with, you know, it is a very physical density energy. Okay, so I'm picking up a lot of money with you, and with money comes a lot of emotion with you. I feel you have a connection with money. For those out there that struggle with it, I'd say look at who taught you your connection with money. Like a friend of, I'm going to pause for a second, just tell you a little story. If you don't like, you can fast forward real quick. But a friend of mine was talking about how their stepfather growing up was like, during Christmas, it's like, well, I hope you enjoyed that because that cost all this money and stuff like that. And that created an attachment to money for her that it was burdensome, and that to ask for something or to need something or to want something just creates conflict. you know, so it could be that type of energy as well. Okay, I'll move on with it. But you're going to have victory in this situation at the beginning of the week. By the midweek, you're like, what do I need to set back? What's not going to benefit me? I'm not going to carry with me. And by the end of the week, you're going to be focusing on what you don't have. Okay, so this is going to be like, all right, I'm moving through this. So this is going to be your main thought form here is, oh great, okay, beginning of the week, you're like, victory, I'm going to make moves. Midweek, you're like, okay, I'm walking towards this goal and I don't want to carry this stuff with me. And by the end of the week, you're going to be focusing on what your end goal is and what you need to achieve it. All right, so that's going to be the main thought form here. By the third week, this is the introspection point. So the overall energy is this is running deep waters. I'm getting a lot of emotional connection with finances, a lot of emotional connection with supply and demand within yourself, and how you respond to people's needs outwardly. Okay. So the introspection energy this week is a lot of looking at your roots, looking at your foundations, and seeing where the emotionality of it lies. Like, God, that is so varied. I don't know if I can. Let me pull another card on here real quick. Strength, passion, have strength. Have strength to move through this. You are strong. You are strong, okay? So the beginning of the week, things are changing around. With this change, it is the all, okay? So these are little universal, guides for you here. Have strength, embrace the situation, and this is going to create the change. Now, with the change creates this conflict. Now, you're figuring out what you desire and what you want in your environment. This is creating this conflict. Maybe somebody wants something else, and they're like, well, if this happens, then we won't be able to do that. And it's kind of like instilling doubt and instilling not enough type energy. You know, whoever this person is, they seem to talk you into a negative mind state, you know, and you want to stand your ground, and that always causes a conflict or bumping of heads here. But you're changing this energy, and with this conflict, it doesn't matter who is right or wrong. You're both going to suffer some sort of karmic defeat in this. It comes on quick. It comes on fast. It's just like losing your temper really quick, words being said, and what it's all about is the finances and planning and worrying about if you're going to have enough to achieve everything. So this conflict that's going to come, this argument, this snapping, this high emotional point with you and another person, it's bringing up this root deep energy of introspection here. And you do want everybody to, you know, have what they need and to do this, that, and the other with it, and it all to be, you know, simpatico. And so that's just you going over like, what do I need to do to achieve this? How is this going to work? You know. All right, but have strength, embrace the situation. And right now, you're just in a position where you're focusing on making sure that your needs are met, because we have the Five of Cups not having enough, the Four of Cups sitting on what you have, and not really branching out at this point. This is going to be focusing on filling your cups. You can't fill everybody else's cup unless yours are filled in itself, okay? So they're just... People react in stressful situations. People react if they feel they are wronged, how they will feel. That is not a representation of you. You cannot make somebody feel something that they don't choose to feel. Okay? And vice versa. The end of the week, that's just a little bit of advice. The end week here, we have the Six of Swords Ascension. So this is going to be you. The overall energy is rising above all that. So we did a lot of introspection on where this conflict's coming from. We worked it out financially. And again, it's that finance emotional attachment. But by this week, you're rising above it. You've taken it all into your center. Again, root here, a lot of root. and you've processed it, and you're moving up above it, and you're doing the best for that situation and what needs to be done, because this conflict needed to come out because maybe somebody didn't feel like they have a platform to truly speak what they want, or maybe they're just, just of the emotionality where they just expect someone to understand them without actually telling their own situation, because maybe they don't understand it either until they speak it out. Okay, and that can cause a lot of conflict. Beginning of the week, you have the Queen of Discs. Midweek, you have the Princess of Discs. End week, King of Cups, responsive. Okay, so this is you slipping into that financial flow. This is taking what you learned this week with letting things go, okay, and taking what you learned this week and planning and financing and deciding what to do, and here it is. Now you're doing it. This is the King of Cups at the end of the week. This is somebody has been through the gutter, been through the ringer, and is riding above those waters, high and proud, okay? This is you achieving what you are designed to achieve, bursting through what has held you down. Full speed ahead, non-stop, shining your light and guiding everyone along the way. This is also telephone calls, emails, messages. I'm getting a lot about money, money. You have a lot of money flowing through here, but with that money comes that emotional filling each cup attachment. So whichever cup you're about to go full bore with, it's like the King of Cups. That is your big cup, and that would just kind of overflow and like fountain style to every other aspect of your life. So this final week here in February is what you were waiting for, what you've been waiting for a while. It is the green light to go. It is making those changes and overcoming what you have brought with you, this overrunning energy of this is the overcoming of that. Have strength, embrace the situation, focus on filling your cup so you can be more for everybody else. Self-love, my darling, self-love. Okay, now let's go ahead and do an oracle card. We get, be peace. Love is beyond thoughts, feelings, and emotions. It is a state of being, an expression of the all, fully experienced by being in each moment. Don't think about being in each moment, just be in each moment. Be the courageous, loving being you are. Step out of the shadow of your past. All that matters is what you do in each moment. Make today the best day of your life by deciding your life is yours to live in whatever way is meaningful to you. You brought yourself to this life, and you're responsible for the quality of it. No more pulling and pushing what you like or don't like. No more resistance, for this causes suffering and pain. From this moment, you can choose to be at peace and in the flow of love, no matter what is going on around you. Today, the life you have truly wanted begins. Whew. Okay. If you enjoyed this reading, go ahead, like, subscribe. Check out my other videos. I post every week. If this resonates with you, let me know how this is going for you. Hit those comments. I read and I do respond. Oh my goodness. And I will see you again, Cancer.